In fact, much of what we see in the culture is either a complete rejection of the way of God or a complete redefining or reshaping of God's word to suit whatever worldly goals and desire they have, not the heart of the Lord. Now, to keep this in proper context, we have to realize this is nothing new. This has always been the case. All throughout human history, this has been the case, but even so, today, it can be tempting to see everything through the lens of us versus them. And while there is a real sense of there being a battle of light versus darkness, we must not make the mistake of conflating that with a us versus them mindset. Okay? It is written, we all know the verse in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. You know, we can talk about the multiple ways that the culture is rebelling against God. The list is near endless. And there is a place for that, but here's where I want to keep as our focus today. And I believe this is vital. Are our conversations about those we disagree with salvation-focused or fear-based? Are our conversations, are our commentaries, our pushbacks, are they born out of love and redemption because that is the heart of God? Or are they born out of our expectation and whether they are met or not? Are our lives as believers centered around reconciliation to God or just countering the narratives of the culture that is propagated by the enemies of God? Too many times for me, just to be frank, it's the latter. And I know that some of you guys can relate. And that's dangerous. Because being solely focused on countering the enemies of God only helps to blind us to what God is doing around us. Or more specifically, it will blind us to the fact that God works to save his enemies.